What's happening at Crypto Farm? Happy Thursday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. And I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. This morning I want to talk about blockchain and gaming again. Fascinates me. And it is 100% going to be one of the main catalysts for mass adoption worldwide, if not mass maturity as well. People's been asking about the remittance and blah blah. That is the first step on the stairway. Remittance is the first step on the stairway. You can't tackle, right, trillion-dollar industries, right, if you can't even handle 600 billion a year. Yeah? You're talking, we've said it before, the UK pushes 600 billion per day. So per day, the UK matches the global remittance, the same value of global remittance. The UK settlements are the same as global remittance. It's a fraction of the total value in the world, whereas gaming marketplaces, they are changing the game. Literally. It's interesting because the current developers are kind of seeming to do what they always do, where they're dragging it on and they're squeezing as much money out of it as they can before they have to start giving back in a way and have the gamers actually probably make more money than the game developer, which will be interesting, won't it? In the past, the game developers make all the money. They made the game, and then the internet come along and it blew up, and influencers and all this, and then there was people on Twitch just making money. But the fact of the matter, in the future, all these new assets coming out, it's going to get crazy. So we've got an article here I want to read to, and I want to read through another one. 2 articles. This vid could be 20-30 minute video. Apologies if you didn't want a long one. But with the rise of NFT'S, non-fungible tokens, go and Google that if you need to pause this. Go and Google that if you need to know. I already had to Google it. Non-fungible pay-to-win games, they've got mightily expensive. So did anyone play, like, I like the free games, like Star Trek gives you the game for free, and it's like, yo, if you want to spend money on it, you'll end up shit hot. If you want to grind 100 hours, you'll end up shit hot. It's up to you. So you can spend £100 on it instantly and have a shit hot character or a shit hot ship, yeah, and ready to go. Or you can spend 100 hours on it and have a shit hot character or a shit hot ship. You spend the money or you don't spend the money. But some games you have to spend it. There's no keeping up. If you don't spend the money. So by far, the biggest benefit of blockchain gaming being pushed by developers and publishers is the creation of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. This technology allows in-game items from a mystical sword of plenty to that level 99 mage you've been grinding to be represented on the blockchain and freely traded with other players. NFTs give players who don't want to put in the hundreds of hours that it has taken you to buff said mage to level 99, a quick and easy route to progress to the latter stages of the game. Latter stages of the game, I know. So in some ways, it's similar to the freemium model of gaming that became popular when mobile games really started to take off. If you ever played Candy Crush for free and wondered who exactly is spending $99 on a special offer of 200,000 gems, it's probably the same person who is willing to fork out a level 99 mage NFT. Do you know what, right? There's geeks in the world, yeah. I am a massive fucking geek, and I'm not ashamed of it, right? And I geek out at certain shit, but don't talk to me like other women, normal people, like fucking normal, or geeking off your makeup, or geeking off your Kardashians, or geeking off your flaming Love Island fucking cup, you gimps. We're all geeks about something, it doesn't matter, and it's like, that was a little condescending paragraph there, as all these fucking gimps out at home who's willing to spend that on Candy Crush. Hey, listen, mate, you're willing to go to the pub and kill yourself with poison, so shut the fuck up. Right? Jog on, stop judging, just because he wants to buy a fucking online asset in a game. Rant paused. However, There's one big difference. While the $99 spent in Candy Crush goes straight to the developer once Apple has taken its sizable chunk, the NFT profit comes directly to you, the seller. This is great news for gamers, and as long as the game and marketplace maintains an active user base, the developer should make a healthy return from transaction fees. At 0.01%, motherfucker. 0.01 or less. I don't want to see this 0.05%. It's 0.02, 0.01 or less on fees. Sort it out. So enter stage right, an announcement unveiling a new epic role-playing game, Mirandus. Of course, unveiling does not mean that the game is available to play yet, and on further inquiry, Telegraph was told that there is no currently playable version of the game. We are in the concept phase and moving into pre-production this year. There is not much to write about. The big news is that players will be able to fully own their in-game items as NFTs on the blockchain. But it is a blockchain game after all, so that detail isn't particularly newsworthy by itself. As luck would have it, some of the NFTs have already been minted and are available to purchase directly from the developer. What a time we live in, when one can spend money buying in-game items for a video game that is still in the concept phase. Aside from a new robot body parts and main NFTs for sale at the moment, the deeds to various property types ranging from humble landlord and landholding to one of 5 ancient citadels at 500. Oh my days! You can get a little bit of land for $50, or you can open one of 5 ancient citadels for $500,000. General people putting a red are going to think of a load of suits and all that and be like, no suit's going to put 500 fucking million into a game and all that, you cretin. Well, what about one of the influencers that just earned 20 million off playing Grand Theft Auto and not think he's interested in a little 500k on something like that? Again, check your perspective. Check your perspective. The game's website stresses that players are only safe within the walls of a property and that better deeds mean better walls. Damn. So the very best walls, and hence being the very most safe, will cost $500,000. And I thought the person who spent 99.99 on Candy Crush had more money than sense. Mate, you spend $99 in the pub, shut the fuck up. Eating at a geek because you spent it on Candy Crush. I'm telling you now, we'll throw hands, mate. We'll throw hands, and when we'll see who's the fucking geek, you little muppet. Now, many of these blockchain games, they're built around the concept of having to speculate to accumulate. When reviewing the Upland public beta, I highlighted a guide on how to get the most return out of the game on a budget of $10,000. But $500,000, who's going to invest that much into playing a game? Well, according to Miranda's developer, people who want a strong influence over the game world and have always wanted to develop their own game, but without the cost of hiring an entire development team. Gala told Cointelegraph that it had no doubt that these NFTs would sell, but if not, then the kingdoms will remain monarchless until someone steps up to claim their crown. Interesting. While there are opportunities to monetize your citadel by charging other players to use it, the main reason to buy a citadel other than direct access to the development team is the associated title and respect. Well, for $49.95, you could buy a plot of land in Scotland and call yourself a lord. I prefer to get more respect in the real world, but if you really can't think of any better way to spend $500,000, then I'm not going to stop you. This fucking gimp, Jack Martin, one day ago, go and start playing games, mate, because you sound pretty fucking jealous. I can't handle that. That is jealousy. That is pure, outright, unfiltered fucking jealousy. He's going to pay $500k on a game. Whoever wants to, you dickhead. And he's got it. So shut the fuck up. It's like mate, how would this cunt feel, right, if he was walking through town in his nice fucking clothes and a tramp a homeless guy just looks at him and went, fuck you, the fuck pays that on jeans, dickhead. That's the mentality he's took towards people who've got enough money to buy whatever they want. Is that ninja still about? I think he used to play Grand Theft Auto. I'm pretty sure he made 27 million in 1 year. This guy, right, Martin, you're gonna keep writing your little articles for Cointelegraph and shit. And 2030, when people are becoming multi-millionaires off blockchain games, you're gonna sit back and think, maybe I shouldn't have attacked it that much, and maybe I should have actually got my head into it and done a bit of grinding myself. Maybe I shouldn't have judged people that was willing to spend money on a 500k citadel that in 2035 could be worth 5 million. Who the fuck knows? Who knows, mate? So maybe just go to the pub and poison yourself, Martin, and shut the fuck up. Stop writing articles, maybe. Don't start it. Nearly favourited his fucking article then. Anyhow, this one's a while back. It's up 2 years ago. But it's still relevant to show you where it's going and where it's moving. 18 startups using blockchain to transform the gaming market map. Now, blockchain is a powerful tool for any kind of distributed system that requires a large amount of computing power. That's one of the many reasons the gaming industry has been so quick to act on developing blockchain-driven gaming applications and marketplace solutions. Whether it's a crypto collectibles that give real value to digital and in-game assets, or decentralized gaming universes that operate through transparent and community-driven protocols, blockchain technology is poised to completely disrupt the gaming industry. 100. If you've wondered whether or not the hype surrounding blockchain in the gaming sector is warranted, check out the companies listed below, as each of them is working on compelling use cases for blockchain that may offer up a new way of thinking about games. It's important to note that a number of blockchain gaming projects don't have enormous financial backing, but with an audience that cares about narrative quality and experience over brand loyalty, the gaming industry is the customer base for blockchain-powered bootstrap startups like these. Category number 1, digital collectibles and in-game assets. Excuse me. If you've been looking into blockchain and crypto, you've probably heard of CryptoKitties. The decentralized collectibles application launched on the Ethereum blockchain that caught a ton of press when a user spent over 100k on a digital kitty. While CryptoKitties lit the crypto collectibles fire, someone just come and tell Martin, right, if he's wondering if someone's going to spend 500k on a citadel that's a building that makes him a monarch of a fucking area online, and he's questioning if someone's going to spend 500k on that, or some people are spending 100k on kitties, mate. Digital kitties. While CryptoKitties lit the crypto collectibles fire, the app has slowed in use, and a flurry of other collectible companies and industry incumbents have hit the market with more evolved concepts. These companies are working to create digital-first collectibles and in-game assets that are truly scarce and owned by a single user and owner. It's severely limited edition weapons. Imagine how much a big dirty sword's going to be in Warcraft if there's only one of them. One flaming sword. It's going to be worth more than or as much as the citadels and the buildings and the land, if not worth more. GameDex. GameDex is a platform similar to Steam for digital collectible cards and their games. The GameDex game store lets you find and play games that use their native cards. The platform allows users to sell and purchase digital cards using their token or by trading directly with other collectors. The goal is to make the trade of gaming assets global, fast, and free. Free. Lower them fees, muddy folders. Axie is a newcomer to the digital. Fucking hell, Scott. Axie is a newcomer to the digital collectibles gaming space. Axie Infinita is a game centered around collecting, raising, breeding, and battling fantasy creatures called Axies. Axie Infinity uses the Ethereum blockchain to ensure open, transparent ownership and liquid, secure marketplace. Players have complete ownership of their Axies and will be able to trade and sell them freely. BitGuild. Creating a platform for a new class of games that live on a blockchain. The goal is to use the blockchain technology to help redefine a relationship between players and developers by facilitating full ownership of in-game assets, cheap and safe item trading, cross-game compatibility of items, currency, and more. The cross-game compatibility of items. That's very interesting. Crypto pets. I mean, the pets and the kitties and that, they're going to go massive, aren't they? Digital pets will be huge in the future. Augmented pets. Floating pets. There'll be pets floating about in the future. If you don't believe it, then you sleep. Seen them cameras that are following the snowboarders down the mountain about 10 foot off them, right? Yeah. Stick Google Assistant in it. Have it only a meter off your shoulder. You've got an assistant you can just turn around and talk to. Don't need to get your phone out of your pocket. Don't need to mess about. Don't need to look at your watch. Just like, yo, Jeeves, time is it? And he's just floating there. Like, Jeeves, take a picture of that. Take a picture of that boat. Take a selfie of me. You're not getting your phone out in the future. Don't be stupid. You honestly think you're getting your phone out post 2040? Really? You think you've got a mobile phone past 2040? You think there's any taxi drivers past 2035? Any train drivers, bus drivers, servers in Greggs, McDonald's, Burger King? People start gaming, mate, because you ain't got a job in the future, most of years. I'm not being funny. I'm trying, I understand it's hard for unskilled people. But you need to reskill yourself. You need to retrain, re-educate, repurpose your life, and start getting revenue off hobbies, man. I keep saying it every fucking morning. Prepare, because soon we'll be there. Yeah. Category number 2. In-game currency and marketplaces. As MMO and RPG games, massive multiplayer online and role-playing games, MMO and RPG, have a resurgence in the mobile gaming revolution. In-game commerce is becoming an important part of every game experience, whether someone wants to purchase a sword of 1,000 truths to level up their mana, or a great ball to catch a new Pokemon Go. More people are making in-app purchases than ever before. These companies are leveraging blockchain's currency-based solutions to facilitate a more fair and transparent in-game purchase, and are facilitating the exchange within the new crypto collectibles movement. Robot Cash is working on developing a blockchain-based digital marketplace for video games to compete with industry incumbent Steam. With over $3 million in funding from Millennium Blockchain, the company is developing their platform and accepting applications for early access. Block Party is working to bring blockchain technologies to console gaming. And the digital and physical collectible space, their console play table, also uses the blockchain to sync the use of collectible game pieces. Their goal is to bring gaming toys to life and blockchain together in user-friendly applications. There's a few more. Link will be in the description. I'm not going to read all these out, but there's Engine, The Abyss, D-Market, Wax, and then category 3. Interesting. Excuse me. Decentralized development and rewards. Let's face it, the gaming industry has always been a bit divided. Industry giants like Activision control distribution channels and rights management, but the web has always been a source of upstart and open source development. See Roost Games Circle in 2002. Today, blockchain is empowering community-driven development and entirely new crowdfunding models. for upstart gaming companies. These companies are working to expand new development paradigms and create new reward systems for gaming marketplaces. Beyond the Void was one of the earlier entrants to the blockchain gaming space. Their goal is to be an industry leader for blockchain in gaming, and they started with one of the most recognized blockchain-driven games at the end of 2017. BTV launched into early access on Steam. To date, it has been downloaded and played by almost 20,000 users. While it's a small number, it's larger than most blockchain-based gaming applications. Gameunculus, Corobox, Horizon Games, Fuel Games, there's more. Playkey, Refereeum. Want more blockchain gaming content? Sam, I enjoyed that, but you ended it a bit abruptly, mate. He's separated it into only really two categories there. Three categories, should we say. The interoperability is quite interesting, especially assets that can be used in multiple games. I mean, what do people want? How do I put this now? GTA, Grand Theft Auto 5. Do people want Grand Theft Auto 6 with a brand new character, starting again at level 0? Or do you want to start being able to take your person to the next game? That's another conversation entirely, pretty much, because it's an interesting one. Because eventually you're going to have noobs starting a game full of absolute G's, but is that not real life? You're thrown into real life with loads of people who've made it, and you're at level 0. And for your first fucking 16 to 18 years, you actually need someone to keep you alive, pretty much, and support you. So when you're on a game, should they start again? It's interesting. It's like when you look at Star Trek Online. It's been about for what, over a decade. It's absolutely massive. Just went to console recently, and they won't let it go cross-platform because everyone on PC would have just absolutely annihilated everyone on console because it's all noobs. Do you know what I mean? Elder Scrolls Online, it just keeps progressing, and I'm like, do I do all the DLCs and get up to the current timeline of Elder Scrolls Online in the expectation that Elder Scrolls Online goes onto the PS5? Or do I wait for a new Elder Scrolls Online? Are they going to do a new one for PS5? Or people want a new one? Is everyone happy starting Elder Scrolls with fucking so much story to do? Because it's funny. Someone's going to join a game and be like, yo, there's not that much story here, mate. And then someone's going to join a game and be like, fucking hell, I'm sick of all the story. I just want to go to the fucking dungeon with my mates. Do you know what I mean? So it's, some people will just want to start it and be level 50 like, well, you have to still do a bit of grinding. You'll find someone who's a higher level and they can run through it with you to get you up, and then spend a bit of money on ships and weapons, and Bob's your uncle, Robert's your father's brother, are you buzzing? I just think people underestimate how much value is actually going to come from the gaming industry within blockchain, and how much it's going to actually prove the technology over time. People are going to realise that there is real world value in digital assets the more games start throwing them about and pinging them about. Because at the moment, it's just something created from nothing to the mass public, innit? General public's like, yeah, but I don't really get it. Well, just created something from nothing. Just created something from nothing, like, I don't really get it. Oh, but you get printing fucking some value from nothing on a note. Yeah, seem to be fucking stuttering and slurring now, dickhead. Seriously, explain to me, or not you, because most of you know by now, if you're a noob, you're one of them people who says that, right? Oh, where I don't understand digital currency. You just made something out of nowhere, out of nothing. Explain to me how fiat currency is created, bruh. If it's not the same. Don't say you made it out of a tree. Yeah? Don't say it came from a tree. It was a piece of fucking plastic or paper. And they put ink on it. They put fucking ink on it, mate. And then go, that one's a £5, that one's a £10, that one's 20, and that one's 50. Just because of the colour of the fucking ink. So don't tell me that they don't make fiat currency from nothing. It's just fucking paper, plastic, and ink. Digital assets. You can own them, hold them. The actual value, you can see it on the screen. Can't do that with your fiat currency, mate. Just a fucking debt, that shit. And just for anyone who's forgot, the video game market could be worth over 90 billion by the end of 2020. Reports show that the video game industry revenue was 78.6 billion in 2017. According to the stats of the video game industry revenue by year, the market is forecast to grow at a rate of 2.29% annually from 2020 to 2024. Now I'm going to agree with that until 2023-ish, when more adoption's been made. And I'm telling you now, once the maturity train starts moving, it is off, mate. It's gone. Which is why we really need to seriously start considering if we want to be gamers in the future. I mean, I know it's not gonna be for everyone, but don't tell me you can't take 7 days off work. Take 7 fucking days off work and then play a game 8 hours a day. Right? If you can't wait to get back to work at the end of that week because the game's bored the shit out of you, or you want a new game, or you want this, or you just can't wait to get back to work after the fucking week or two, gaming ain't for you. But if at the end of your time off, you're like, fuck, I've proper enjoyed this, and I've actually got 20 subscribers on my streaming channel because I've been streaming it, I've got 80 subs, fucking hell, I'm on her. Carry on doing it after work. Carry on doing it at the weekend. Grow it. Let the passion take over. You might not like it. Might be like, going back to work, like, fuck it, I'll try gaming last year to see if I could do it in the future as a job, but fuck that, it's too fucking much, I don't know how to do it. But you might have loved it. Gaming in blockchain is going to be massive. This will not be the last time we cover it. I just can't wait for it to start moving along now. Like we always say with Alan and I, we day closer to the promised land. We keep waking up. Be grateful you've woke up. Not everyone will today. Gratitude's massive. Yeah, tomorrow's not promised. Enjoy today. Still plan for tomorrow. Plan for the years ahead. But don't act like it's promised. Yeah? Make sure you're giving the people a hug. June. Thoughts and wishes are with you. Yeah. Everyone else, invest in your hobbies, man. Find that game. Find that little thing. Influencer on groceries. Go and review steakhouses, chicken houses. Go and anything you want. It's hard when you start thinking about what other people might want to do and get into. But you're passionate about something, just go out and document it. Document it. You like. You might like documenting skylines and the change over time. So through 2021, you're going to visit as many cities in Britain as you can and do a little bit of documenting for the skylines, and then you could drop some videos on YouTube, UK skylines, yeah. And then in a few years' time, especially with Manchester is going to change massive over the next 5 to 10 years. You can show the growth as we're moving into a digital economy and as we're moving forward, progressing. Imagine someone would have done that with Vegas since the 60s. Like, seriously, imagine you could go on a YouTube channel now and there's just loads of content of Vegas actually being built. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. There's people that be interested in watching that shit. They'll be like, yo, it's a flamingo, the original flamingo. And then they're fucking, oh my days, this is crazy. And the guys went there every year and took pictures and videos and showed the progression of it being built. There's people in the world that would like to watch you go to Italy. If you know your shit about pasta, and tomato sauce and shit. Do you know what I mean? Lasagna. People's online are going to be like, yo, I wouldn't mind him going to Italy and trying a few restaurants, let us know where we should go if we're ever in Italy. Start documenting your life, document your journey, document your hobbies. Figure out a way to monetize them. It is not easy figuring out ways to monetize yourself. It really isn't. It's easy to think of the ways. It's not too easy to execute. Yeah, on the ideas. Don't just sit there with ideas all day. We need to start executing them 100%. And on that note, wishing you and yours health and happiness. Best in your hobbies, the internet of value. Yeah. Don't let it go till you're ready, baby. And enjoy the rest of your week. Thursday, Friday. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on the next one. We love crypto. We love crypto in gaming. And we love you. Peace.